how-to video series from landshack.com. How to install Cat5e and Cat6 RJ45 plugs using the QuickCat system.
Okay, now we're going to put on an RJ45 connector on our Category 5 cable. We're going to take our easy stripper tool and strip the insulation jacket off. And as you can see, we have 4 twisted pairs of wires here. Now we're going to separate off 4 pairs: white blue, white orange, white green, and white brown. We're going to start by untwisting the beginning of each bundle. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a piece of insulation that we stripped off the cable jacket, and we're going to use that to remove our twist. Okay, now we have our 4 pairs separated, and we're going to straighten out each individual conductor. Now we've separated all the wires and we have them nice and straight, and we're going to put them in proper order now. We're going to choose the 568B configuration. It starts off with the orange pair on the outside, white-orange followed by orange-white. Then we're going to split up the green pair. We're going to take white-green, then followed by our blue pair of wires, going blue-white, followed by white-blue. And then we'll continue the other half of the green pair, which is the solid green conductor, which is our green-white. And lastly, our brown pair, white-brown, followed by brown-white. We're going to take them all together, fan them out nicely, put them very closely together, and straighten them out. As you can see, we'll fan them out one more time, and we're going to prepare now to put the load bar on. To make it easier to put the load bar on, I'm going to take a pair of our electrician scissors, and we're going to cut our wires on a sharp angle. And we're going to proceed to put on our load bar. And we're going to insert the load bar onto our wire, one wire at a time. Now we've got our load bar on, we're going to slide it down as far as it'll go. And before we proceed to cut our wires, we're going to make sure that our wiring diagram came out correctly. We have white-orange, orange-white, white-green, blue-white, white-blue, green-white, white-brown, brown-white. Now that we've checked our wiring sequence, there's really no way we could go wrong, because that's the beauty of the load bar, is that once we have the load bar on, the wires are going to stay put. Okay, now we're going to proceed to cut our wires just about maybe 1/8 of an inch past the load bar. And we use a pair of electrician scissors to do so, to get a nice, straight, even cut. Now we're going to insert the connector into the end of the load bar with the wires all together and push in nice and snug. Alright, so now we're ready to crimp. Alright, we're putting it in and crimping. And we can see that we've crimped this properly because we have 2 crimp points. Our wires going all the way into the ends of the connector, making our electrical connection. And right about over here, we have a crimp point which crimps down on the cable jacket and prevents any strain on the wires inside. And that's a good solid connection right there. All right, now that we put our first connector on, we're going to duplicate the procedure over, and we're going to do the same thing on the other end. We're ready to crimp our second end of our cable. Okay, now we have a complete Category 5 cable and we're going to test it. This is our LAN Test Pro cable tester. And we're going to plug it in to our tester. We'll press the test button. And we have a good cable, 1 through 8. Okay, as we said in the beginning, we're going to show also Category 6 connections. So there are just a very minor physical differences between Category 5E and Category 6. Many Category 6 cables have a center spine, and that is used to keep the pairs separated from each other. But for the connector, we're going to cut the center spine away. The Category 6 load bar, in this case, is black and is semi-conductive and is part of the cable assembly's performance. And here's all the components that we use today. Our crimper, our cable tester, easy stripper tool, and our Quick Cat connectors and load bars. I hope you enjoyed the information we gave you today. It was my pleasure to demonstrate it for you, and I hope you come to our website landshack.com, where you can buy all the supplies you saw today and more. Our new Quick Cat toolkits, cable, and many other supplies for cabling, for fiber optic, Category 5, Category 6, and cable TV.